QHSE of Barjilani, the hazard and risk differences. A hazard is something that has the potential to cause harm. A risk is the likelihood of a hazard causing harm. Actually, when we are talking about the risk, a risk is something that we have from the hazard. If we eliminate the hazard, if we control the hazard, then the risk will be eliminated, or no risk will be there. Now, we are just only explaining this through more examples. A hazard is anything that has the potential to cause harm. Like see, this banana peel is here. So if somebody keep the feet, the shoes on it, they will slip trip. Over here we have one wire that if somebody keep their feet on it, shoes on it, they will slip trip and they will get injury. Once injury, it will become a risk. So it means that hazard, for the hazard to activate, for the activation of hazard, there is required some interaction. And this interaction we call simply this the hazardous event. So the potential to cause harm including ill health and injury, damage to property, plant, products or the environment, production losses or increased liabilities. What is risk? Over there we describe this. If somebody interacting with the peel of banana, what will happen? They will cause slip trip and they will get injury, and this injury is called risk. Over here again we have this wire, the trapping hazard. So keeping the shoes and falling off is becoming a risk. So for this, a hazardous event is required. So keeping the foot on is become a hazardous event, and the hazard change to risk. Again here is the same. Now the likelihood that a specified undesired event will occur due to the realization of a hazard by or during work activities or by the products and services created by work activities. To ensure a safe work environment, you need to understand the definition of risk. Now over here, as I told you, for the hazard, there will be hazardous event. Like shark is here, somebody swimming in the water where there is shark, so they exposed to it, and hazardous event will occur, and cut by the shark, it becomes a risk. Now, risk is the combination of the likelihood of a hazardous event occurring and the consequence of the event. So, for the risk is equal to likelihood. So, hazard definition, the definition, a situation, object or condition that has the potential to cause harm or damage to people, property or the environment. Examples are like a chemical spill on the floor, a loose wire on the floor, a steep slope or uneven terrain, a moving vehicle in a workplace. Characteristics can be inherent or introduced, can be present in various forms like physical, chemical, biological, etc. Has the potential to cause harm but may not necessarily lead to harm. This we have given here in the bullet number, second bullet, physical, chemical. So you can go through our second video, hazard identification. I will give here the link in the comments. So you also can watch this video. Risk. Now we are taking the risk. Definition, likelihood and the severity. Now example, the likelihood of slipping on a chemical spill and injure oneself. The likelihood of electrical shock from a loose wire. The likelihood of falling down a steep slope or uneven terrain. The likelihood of being struck by a moving vehicle in a workplace. Now characteristics involve the likelihood and potential impact of hazard causing harm, can be assessed and evaluated, can be mitigated or controlled through various measures. Now, key differences: hazard is the potential source of harm, while risk is the likelihood and potential impact of that harm occurring. Hazard is a necessary but not sufficient condition for risk. A hazard must be present for risk to exist. So, for a risk, there will be hazard. But the presence of a hazard does not necessarily mean that risk is high. Risk takes into account the likelihood and potential impact, while hazard only consider the potential source of harm. Now over here, this is the definition of hazard and then the risk. Then focus: watch and cause harm. How likely and how severe the harm. Then wet floor, the chance of someone slipping and getting injury. Electricity, getting electric shock. Toxic chemicals, over here, the likelihood of poisoning, depending on exposure and control. Now, let's see, hazard is there. So for the hazard, there will be severity and there will be likelihood. After severe likelihood and severity, the hazard will change to risk. So this is the main difference. Let's see, hazards we have. So for this hazard, there will be hazardous event. In the hazardous event will come the severity and the likelihood. So it's changed to risk. Now, like we have knife. Knife, what's the knife? The risk, cut. Benzene. Benzene is a carcinogenic material that cause the white blood corpuscles cancer. Asbestos fiber mesothelioma is also a type of lungs cancer. Electricity, shock, electrocution, wet floor, slip fall, welding, metal fever, hard rock mining, silicosis. So the summary is hazard, the danger itself. The danger itself is called a hazard, while the chance of harm form that danger. So thank you very much, and the link for the hazard identification is there. So just only go through this video also, the second video also. So identification of hazards, you will also know how to identify the hazards. Thank you very much.